Hey, what's going on, guys? Tony here from Learnautobodyandpaint.com and Paradise Garage. Hope you're doing well. Stacy Moore says, "Isn't this supposed to start at 6 p.m.?" Nope. We changed the time zone last week because of daylight savings. I like to go live around 1 p.m. Hawaii time, so that's 7 p.m. Eastern. So that's the new time frame that we're going to be going live. For Pacific, which is California time, 4 p.m. California time, and 7 p.m. Eastern. So, guys, let me know quickly. Type in the chat if you guys can hear and see me. Tony here from Paradise Garage and Learnautobodyandpaint.com. A lot of things coming down the pipeline, guys. A lot of things. I'm just so busy. I just got off the machine. I was on the excavator for the past 2 hours cleaning out the back of the property. We're putting a big 170-foot wall built in the back, and lot of things going on, and as well as filming the van project. Thank you, Dan Swansky, loud and clear. Daryl says, "Good here. I can see you all the way from Florida." Awesome, Dennis. Thank you, guys. How many newbies on? Just tuning in for the first time. Learn Auto Body VIP newbies. I just want to say welcome, VIP members. Now, this is a live Q&A for everyone. It's just that the VIPs get more access to me, especially if it's busy, a lot of chats coming in. VIPs, I'll answer your questions first. You can also send us, and I did get a video from, I got a, let's actually reply to Stacy Moore. Stacy, are you still on the chat with us? I have your email open, and I was going to make a video, but let's just add it into this. Are you still on the chat with us? Hold on, let me see 1 second. I need to email open, and I was going to make a video, but let's just add it into this. Hold on 1 second, guys. Here we go. All right. Let me go back to just a lot of things going on right now. Okay. Just trying to get my screen settled, guys. Don't mind me. Let's see. So Stacy will get to you in 1 minute. I just want to say for all you newbies just tuning in, if you want to go to learnautobodyandpaint.com to grab some free information on Autobody, do it. And we also have a special offer for VIP. We're actually redoing the whole thing. The membership site is like rejuvenated. We got new content coming in. I'm starting the van. I actually started the van project. We're going to start doing the body work probably in a couple days, but it's all washed, ready to go. Started filming the first bits and pieces of the project. It's going to be a black and white two-tone paint job. Nothing crazy, but it's going to look really cool. I have a pretty neat design that I want to do. Two-tone, black and white. We have the paint. Paint's right there. So I'm going to go back to the comments super quickly. Patty says, "What's up?" Stacy Moore, good to go. VIP Orlando. Hello from Arizona. Let's see. Kevin, what's up, Kevin? Stacy, new VIP, but second time online, lots to learn. Yes, absolutely. What's going on, Bill Taylor? Nice to see you on. Lifetime VIP from Michigan. We got VIP Emilio. What's going on? Okay, so guys, I'm going to share Stacy's question, and I'm actually launching a new website very, very shortly. And I don't know if I should just spoil it, or maybe not. Maybe I won't say anything as of yet, but it has something to do with car painting. We're launching a new website, and we're also launching another new website on cryptocurrency. So things have been going pretty crazy with crypto. Like I said, I have a ton of investment capital in crypto, been playing with it since 2017. And I have a new thing that's going to be coming out. It's going to be teaching you guys about crypto. If you want to learn it, if you don't want to learn it, whatever. Some of you guys might have some interest. If so, cool. If not, it's okay. So I'm going to share my screen quickly. Let's see. Share screen. And we're going to go over, let's see, share. We're going to go over Stacy's question super quickly. And and then we're gonna do everybody else's Q&A, okay, for about 20 minutes, give or take. All right, guys. So I think you guys can see my screen, right? Can you confirm? I think you can, because I'm seeing. I should be seeing what you're seeing. Dan Swansky, how much paint will you use for the van? I got 2 1-gallon kits. I think that'll be enough. All right. I got a gallon of black. We're going to be painting the white. There's going to be more white surface area than black surface area. So just to let you know. Okay. Yep. All right. So let's go to Stacy's. Can you see this? Can you guys see Stacy's email? I'm wondering if you can see Stacy's email. Or maybe I have to bring it onto this page. Okay, let's see. Maybe I'll bring it over here. Wondering if you guys can see that. Okay, cool. Okay, so Stacy said, "Hey Tony, I'm a VIP member from Orlando. Currently painting a 1995 Ford F-150 in sections. I finished laying sealer, base, and clear on my truck bed, one fender, tailgate, and roll pan. The tailgate and fender came out great. However, the bed truck has a lot of orange peel. I know I have to color sand and buff, but what grit sandpaper do I use to cut the orange peel down initially? Number 2, the roof of the cab has surface rust. What's the best way to remove the rust, and what should I use to protect the metal prior to priming? I've included some pictures. Loving the course." Okay, so I'm looking at your bed here. I see the orange peel. This is pretty bad orange peel, really bad. I will tell you how you can fix that, and the easiest way to fix that. And here is the top. So let's just get started with the top of your truck here. So what you can get in this area, your drip rail here, I would grind all that out, okay, with a grinder. Grind it all out, take it all out, and just get new seam seal. They might have a product called Drip Rail Bead. Look into it. I haven't done this in a while, and I forgot the product that I used, to be honest. Maybe some of you guys on here could guide her, and you know what the product is. But there's a filler that you can put back in here to give it that protectant. But for now, I would grind it, prep it, and paint it. You could always put the bead seam sealer over it when you're done. Okay, it comes in different colors, but you can also paint it as well. So double check that. But as far as the rest of the top here, I would go down. You could probably use 100, maybe even 80 grit. Okay, 80 to 100 grit. Sand it all down to bare metal. Okay, then you can get white vinegar. Okay, mixture with water, 50-50. Put it on a rag. Okay, and just wipe it down, wet with vinegar. The vinegar will kill the rust. Okay, let that dry. And once that's dried, get 80 grit again. Or you could even go, since you're going to be down, you could even be down to 100 to 150 grit. It doesn't matter, whatever grit you feel. Okay, get it sand after the vinegar water dries. You could resand it. Okay, resand it with 150 grit. Blow it off, tack it, and I would spray some epoxy primer on it. Okay, mix up a quart or whatever you're working with. Spray 2 to 3 heavy coats of epoxy on it. Let that flash. Then you can spray 2 to 3 coats of 2K filler primer on top of it and block it out. If you see any imperfections after that point, you're going to have a lot of material on it. Okay, so if you see any imperfections after you block it, you get it down. You could block it out with you can start after the 2K, you can start with like a 240 to 320, give or take, to kind of cut off some of the primer orange peel, or just to get down. So so you cut down and you basically get to where you filled all your little pits. If it looks good, keep going, finish it with 400. You could put paint on it. If you have pits that you still have to fill, then that's when you would fill the pits with a glaze putty. You could use a 1K or 2K. I would probably use a 2K glaze putty. Let me show you the stuff I'm using. Oh, I think you're only seeing my screen. So we'll get back to that later. But then you would glaze putty it, block it, primer it again, and then you're ready for paint. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Let me know if that helps. Okay, so let's go down. Let's go here. All right, so this orange peel. Now, tell me, what hardener temperature did you use? What activator temperature? Make sure if you're doing any type of, even if you're doing panels, use a slow reducer, slow activator, slow hardener. Okay, because it's going to give your paint a better chance to flow out. Now, it looks like to me that you're just not laying it on glossy enough. You're not laying the paint on enough. Okay, you're spraying it, but you're not laying enough paint on it, which is giving you this type of orange peel dry finish. Okay. You said the other panels came out okay. You said this is base coat, clear coat, I believe. Base coat, clear coat. Yes. So it looks pretty bad. Instead of buffing it out, I would re-clear it. So I would sand it down with like 800 grit. Okay, you don't have to go down. You don't have to cut the orange peel out, but just at least knock off the high edges, knock off basically the high areas of the orange peel. You don't have to go all the way down till it's flat because you might cut through to the red base coat, but just knock it down, lay 2 coats of heavy clear coat on it, and then you can cut and buff that. All right. That's what I would do. If you feel like you want to start over, you can just cut it down even more. You might risk going through the base coat, then just give it a new coat of base and clear coat it again. Make sure you lay it on really, really heavy. Okay. I think that's the number one problem people have when they're spraying is they're not putting enough paint on it, because of the fear of running or whatever. I would rather have a run than have dry patches or a dry paint job. There's nothing worse than a dry paint job. With a run, you can sand it out and fix it. Okay. So hopefully this helps. I'm going to go back, stop sharing my screen here. We're going to go back to stop screen. Okay. So let me know in the comments if that helps, guys. I'm going to kind of go back up to the comments here and just kind of see what I missed out. How much paint will you use for the van? Okay. Where do you buy paint on Oahu? Napa at Nimitz has all the PPG paints that you need. They also have AIC Industrial. That's the enamel products that I got for the van. Or you can go to Highline. Little pricey. They were pricey in the past, but they're getting even pricier. I get most of my stuff from Napa, down by the airport Nimitz. They have everything. They could make custom colors. They could color match for you. They put the machine on your car, whatever you want to do. They can make it all. And the main brand they have is PPG. You can also use Sherman-Williams. I think they're on Koopaka Street and by Lagoon Drive by the airport. Everything's by Nimitz by the airport. All the paint companies. So Sherman-Williams is a good one, and Napa is a good one. Okay, if I primer a car, I let it flash and go to painting. Would you recommend 400 gritting the primer, then painting? Yes, 400 is what I always recommend as a finish coat, a finish sanding. Let's see. I'm just going to post this link, guys. To get more free training, hit up Learnautobodyandpaint.com right there. But 400 is the perfect grit to paint over. Vehicle Nanny says, I want to paint my new Subaru wheels polished alloy. What primer do you recommend? Self-etching. I would go with an epoxy. So sand it down. You could, if you want to really, prep it really well. You could go as much as 150 grit on that aluminum, maybe 180, even 200, 220, 240 would also be good. I would spray an epoxy on top of it and then maybe a coat or two of 2K filler primer. This way you can sand it smooth and it'll have a nice smooth finish when you sand it with 400 grit, and then you could lay your base coat clear coat on top of that. Let me know if that helps, guys. Like it. Let me know if it helps. Comment down below for any other questions. Emilio says, do you think if I paint my car white or gray, it covered a red color, my car is red right now, or do I have to primer first? You could paint any color over any color, to be honest. Okay. Just because you're really painting over clear coat. Okay. So if you have a red car, I'm assuming it's base coat clear coat, right? If you put white on top of it, it's not going to turn pink. All right. You don't have to prime. Okay. Clear coat is a good foundation to put new paint on, single stage or base coat clear coat. All right. And white covers really fast. So you're going to be able to cover a red car with white paint pretty easily. You don't have to prime. I would recommend, just priming the bodywork areas. If you're doing any dent repair or bodywork, then prime that. Okay. You don't have to paint the whole car. And again, we cover all of this in Learn Autobody and Paint VIP. I'm going to drop the link again. You guys can check out the free training, and then also the VIP. VIP. Oh, and back to the orange peel. I didn't explain why you're having orange peel. So you're not laying enough paint on it, okay, or a combination of too low air pressure. Okay, you're not atomizing your paint good as much, okay, as you should be. Okay, so low air pressure will make your paint kind of like blotch on instead of lay on. Okay, but even though if you have low PSI, if you're laying it on, it's going to get glossier than that. Okay, so low pressure has a little bit to do with it. Make sure you're spraying your clear coat at 27, 28 trigger pulled, 28, 27, 28, 29 PSI trigger pulled. You're reading the gauge, it says 27, 28, 29. That's what you should be spraying your clear coat at. All right, and don't be afraid to lay it on. And the other thing could be the spray gun. Okay, if you have a crappy spray gun, it might not atomize your paint as well, and you get that. So this is why I recommend at least a medium grade. Okay, at least a medium grade spray gun, you're going to get good results. Cheap crap spray guns, the triggers are fucked up. The triggers are messed up, and you don't get the best atomization. And sometimes when you clean them, all the color comes off. I just did a review on one. I didn't post it on YouTube yet, but I was washing out this new gun I was testing, and the color came off of it. Hello, everyone. VIP member from North Carolina. What's going on, Cycle Sport Services? What's going on? Okay, I'm just going to get back to Stacy's question. It was a medium activator. Also, the other two parts came out great. I think they may have been my pressure, my gun too. Yeah, so pressure, gun speed, spray gun, lighting, and I would turn to a low activator. Okay, a slow activator, not low, slow. Okay. Arnold, how you doing? Long time no see. You changed your name, Cycle Sports. That's Arnold, right? Pretty sure that's you, Arnold. Arnold, is that you? Okay. Vehicle Nanny says you can use 2K primer epoxy. Just yep. I'm pretty sure that's Arnold. Yeah, it is. I knew it was you. Your logo looked familiar, but you changed your name on there, Cycle Sport Services. Kevin Powell says, what's a good pressure to run on the Atom X88? I'm getting bad orange peel on clear coat. Okay, so I painted, the moped is not here, the Grom is not here, but believe it or not, I painted 2 motorcycles with the X88. 20 pounds of pressure, and it's sprayed on amazingly. But I really recommend, normally when you're spraying base coat, clear coat, you're spraying base coat at 24, 25, 26 pounds. Clear coat, 25, 26, 27 pounds. Well, 26, 27, 28. In that range. Okay. In that range, you're going to be laying your clear coat on. A little higher pressure, better atomization. And remember, the higher pressure, the more paint's going to come out, right? More atomized. So you got to kind of, and distance from panel also matters. So if you're super close to the panel, 4 inches, which normally it's around 4 to 6 inches away from the panel you want to be, when you're just laying on clear coat or candies and things like that, you're going to move a little faster. If you're going to go out further out, okay, you're going to spray a little slower because it takes, more distance for your clear coat to get onto the panel to fill, right? To spray on. So you're going to go slower. A lot of different scenarios. If you want to learn more, hit up Learnautobodyandpaint.com. Oh, I shot at 12 psi. Yeah, so that's why you're having orange peel. That's way, way too low. You want to be spraying at 26, 27, 28 for clear coat. Okay, so keep that in mind. Kevin, are you a Learn Autobody VIP or probably not? I would recommend you go to this link that I'm sending you right now and get some free training. We cover everything that I'm talking about. There's going to be links to other articles, videos on my website. And if you want to check out VIP, check it out. We're adding a ton of content. Arnold says, hey, Tony, I sprayed single stage with my X88 1.4 tip, 26 PSI, and it sprayed out like glass. Yeah, I know. I think you showed me the motorcycle that you did. Look, I sprayed this with an atom gun. Look at the color on this thing. It's like blue candy. It turns to magenta and purple. Pretty crazy. I did this when I did the Honda Elite. I got more videos coming out. It's just been so busy. So much crap going on. But they're all in queue to be uploaded to YouTube and to the members area. So you guys are going to get that very, very soon. Tom says, I use a Harbor Freight sprayer for high build primer, paint and clear. I use atom guns and always slow activator and reducer. You're on track, bro. You're on track. I always use a crap gun for primer, but I don't have any crap guns anymore. I use atom spray guns for everything. So, okay, I'm going to kind of go back up here. What's the best temperature to paint at? Generally, if you're painting 70 to 90 degrees is pretty good. Okay. Any hotter, you're going to be sweating your kahunas off, when you're all masked up and geared up with your paint suit in your garage. It's going to be very hot. You're going to be dripping. Sweat's going to be in your mask. And sometimes if it's so hot and you're painting like that, you could be painting over a hood and literally, you're breathing. A drip of your sweat will come through your mask and land on. It's happened to me multiple times, so, but ideally, if you can paint in 80, 85, that's perfect. Like here in Hawaii, I'll be painting. It's always like 80, 85, maybe 88 in the booth, a little warmer. But yeah. Yeah. So Arnold said the same thing. So yeah, guys, I mean, 70, 70 is a little cool. 75 is a good 75 to 85, I would say. Charlie says, do you use the spray gun for paint and primer or have a separate gun for primer? And hey, this is in my, Charlie, I think you're VIP, and I talked about this when I first started at 14 years old. I only had one spray gun. I had what was it called? It was called an Astro gun. That was my first spray gun. I think I paid $100 for it. It's a $99 gun, Astro gun, 1.4 tip. And I sprayed all my primers out of it. This is not an Astro. This is an Atom X87. I sprayed all my primers out of it, all my base coats, all my clear coats, all my single stage. I use one gun for everything. Okay. A lot of guys like to have a base coat gun and a clear coat gun to separate it. I have a few guns, but when I'm painting, I still use one gun. I'll have a primer gun. Like, this is not my primer gun. I'll use my Atom X20 for primer, Here's my primer gun. Okay, I'll use this one's beat up, a little beat up. The finish is a little beat up. This is old, but I'll use this guy for primer a lot, and I'll use the X88 or the X27 for base coat and clear coat because it's easy. You know, when you're done with your base coat, you just clean it out, rinse it out with thinner, and then you mix it clear and you spray it. I mean, you know, I don't want to go cleaning 2 guns. I'm fine cleaning 1 gun. You know, but it's up to you. Some people like, and if you're going to be using 2 guns, the low volume, low pressure lays on clear coat really nice. The X88 is a low volume, low pressure, and it also lays on single stage really nice. Okay, high volume, low pressure is more for metallics and base coats. Okay, I'm supposed to get a better atomization, you know, for metallic. Supposed to lay on metallic, but you know, there's really very subtle difference. Not a huge difference. You can spray base coat, clear coat out of a high volume, low pressure as well. Okay, the only benefit of the low volume is it basically eats lower volume. So if you have a smaller air compressor, you're not going to have as much issues and burning through your air, your volume of air that you have stored in your air compressor. Okay, with your high volume, low pressure spray gun. Okay. Hopefully that helps. Does that make any sense, or am I just confusing everyone? What's up? Who's this? Tony. What's up, Tony Hill? I think people are confused with orange peel and paint. Some people think orange peel paint must be sanded, and others will clear coat over orange peel and sand buff to clear coat. Yeah. So how can I help and clear that up? Okay. It depends. If your orange peel is really, really bad, okay, and it's so bad that you really can't cut down to flatness to buff out, then you basically have to sand it flat and then re-clear it. Okay. If it's really bad, you might just want to redo the whole paint job. Put some new base coat after you cut it down past the orange peel. Put some new base coat again and clear it again. And make sure you put a lot of clear on it. You know what I mean? Okay, Dan, thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Did I miss anybody's questions? Are we caught up on questions, guys? Are we good? Speaking of air compressors, should you stop spraying while the compressor is catching up? No, you don't have to. If you notice your air pressure on the gun dying out, then you might want to start kind of slowing down and wait for it to get more volume. Okay, but if you're running a larger compressor like mine, okay, this thing will kick on and off while I'm painting a whole car. Okay, because you know there's basically a kick on at, I think it maxes out at 150, but then once it gets down to like 90, I think it kicks back on 90 or 100. Maybe at 100 it'll kick back on, but that's fine. Okay, but if you're using a 10-gallon little air compressor, right, and it doesn't put enough CFM for you, it doesn't have enough pressure to give you a constant PSI when you're spraying, you're going to have to wait because it's going to die down. You're going to get less pressure while you're spraying. You know what I mean? My first Atom guns were the Mini X16 and Atom X20, now my 88, but I love my X20. Great entry-level spray gun and sprays phenomenal. Yeah, I agree. It's a great spraying gun. And Richard Arnold is talking about this gun right here. Thoughts on refrigerated air dryer? I don't know. I don't have any thoughts on that. Anybody have any thoughts on that? Refrigerated air dryer? I'm sorry, I can't answer that question. I don't know, Dan, sir. Anybody know? Like, I don't use that. The only thing I use here is a little Ingersoll Rand water separator. And then the last piece of insurance here on your gun. Everybody should have one of these on their gun. last minute water filter to take out condensation just in case. Okay, this way you got no water coming in. Okay, so you got one coming out of the tank about 10 feet away from the tank. Well, at least a line, which is like 10 feet. Okay, so I do have a line wrapped up, hooked up to that thing. Okay, that's your main water filter, and then you got one at the gun. How much was the compressor? I think I paid like $650 for it at Lowe's. Great compressor, by the way. 60 gallon, 175 psi, 240 volt. Great compressor. I found color sanding to be very tricky, especially when it comes to the edges. Can burnt edges be repaired, or do I have to repaint? It depends on how bad it is. The only thing you could really do with burnt edges is mix a little bit of base and clear with a brush and just kind of brush it on. If you're going to be spraying it, very hard to fix in such a small area like that, and color sanding and buffing can be tricky, especially with the foam pad. Edges you can burn very quickly. The pad can get snagged really quickly. I've busted windshield wipers, basically pulling. And I think I have some of those videos in VIP. Like I was doing a color sanding and buff job, and it literally ripped the blade off one of the. It happened to me a few times actually, over the years. So you got to be careful with when you're buffing, okay? Because you could burn something in a second, and you're like, oh shit, your brand new painted hood, looking great, everything's great, and then you burn it. I hate that. And normally you gotta just live with it, just screw it, live with it, or redo the thing. So it's up to you. Did I miss anybody's question? Okay, I got Stacy's. Would a 3 amp random orbital sander with 80 grit be enough to almost remove at least somewhat of the paint? Yeah, depends what you want to what you're removing, like how, what are you gonna go down to metal? 80 grit's like going down to metal grit. Arnold says just drain your compressor regularly. Yes, always. Also drain your valve at the bottom of the air compressor. Okay, I like to drain it before I do any big paint job, but normally I don't drain it, if I'm just doing body work or whatever. I don't, unless I'm getting a lot of hose connection, but haven't had that issue in a while. Thank you for sharing your expertise. I'm not kidding. You do give us way more key points than I've ever learned at my uncle's body shop. Hope you and your loved ones are doing great. Thank you, Tony. I hope you are doing great as well. Thank you. Thank you. Do you leave your air compressor unplugged? Actually, I leave it plugged in, and my wife gets mad at me when it kicks on at 2 a.m. because her room, or our room is like right over there, and it's like in the middle of the night. It's loud at 2 a.m., but during the day, it's not that loud. So, but we always charge the Tesla. I use the same cord to charge the car. So, yeah, I usually unplug it now, but normally I wouldn't. If it was in my shop, I wouldn't. It's not like it leaks really bad. It kicks on every once in a while, though, if you leave it plugged in. Yeah, I was wondering, might switch between other things. Guys, you liking this so far? You guys liking this? We're going to be having so much more content. And what I might be doing later this week is streaming live when I'm doing the body repair on the van project. Like I said, we're going to be doing a two-tone black and white on this sucker here. It's already all washed up, ready to go, clean, degreased it. And we can start grinding away and doing body filler. I did get some kitty hair for the top roof because there's a hole like that big. There was a light. It used to be a water van for the city and county here. There was like a little hole where they had an orange light on top. I should actually put a light back up there. Get one from Summit. Make it look like a some sort of government van. But I'm thinking of just filling it with some long strand fiberglass kitty hair, and I just bought it, so I might just fill it. But I got long strand. We're not going to do any welding this time. I've been wanting to show you guys, like in VIP, we have videos welding holes up with a spot welder. So if you want to see those videos, we have it using the Lenko spot welder over here. This old machine right there. Okay, that's the spot welder. We have videos in VIP doing rust repair, cutting out rust and welding new stainless steel sheets with that. But I want to do a video on long strand kitty hair for you guys, for you VIP guys, to cover a hole on the top of the roof. Van project is commencing this week, like legitly. Love all your knowledge and thanks for sharing. No problem. What's a good body filler? I use PPG, not PPG. Well, I do use PPG, but I also use 3M. This is the one that we're going to be using on the van for all of our little body repair. Platinum Plus filler from 3M. I think it's like close to $50. I remember buying body filler for like $19 a can. Okay, let's see. Okay, hold on. Boat Yacht, Board Ape Yacht Club, boat yacht repairs and detailing. Yeah, speaking of NFTs, I picked up a Mutant Ape Yacht Club not too long ago. Trying to flip some NFTs here. Okay, I flooded some panels with metal flakes. How many of you guys would be interested in crypto if I started talking about crypto and like kind of showing you what I've been doing with crypto? I don't really talk about that part of my life. I want to, and I want to start sharing kind of more of what I'm doing with that. But I literally flipped a 5 crypto punks, not one, but I made a lot of money off of one of them. But I flipped 5 crypto punks last year. 4 of them I made like 25K profit. The other one I made $240,000. Crazy. Pretty crazy. Just that thing alone, like, added to my bottom line last year. Unreal. So, yeah, I'm basically just putting a bunch of money into my property here. We're building a pond. We're going to be building a little house back there. I've been using my machine, playing around, like cleaning up back there. Okay, anyway, let's just get back to the topic at hand. I'm digging your Q&A live streams. Thank you, Justin. Really appreciate it, bro. Love all your knowledge. Okay, I got that. Okay, I flooded some panels with metal flakes and it got ruined by somebody's finger. What? And it went through the clear candy flake. Should I strip down all the flakes, redo the paint? It sounds like you need to redo it. I mean, your question's a little hard to understand. I flooded some panels with metal flakes. It got ruined. Usually, if you screw up a custom paint job, you got to redo it. Because it has pearls and flakes, and it's hard to replicate. It's hard to touch up custom stuff. You got to redo the whole thing in most cases. So you might want to just start from scratch, bro. Thank you, Robert. You're awesome too, man. I like Evercoat. Easy grip wasn't too pricey. Works great. 1 gallon, $35. Not bad. Cool. I have a crack on my front bumper. Will I be able to use fiberglass? If it's a plastic bumper cover, I would use the 3M panel bonding adhesive. We spoke about it on the last call last week. It's right here. And I show you how to stitch tears with zip ties and with this to literally fix torn bumper covers. We have a whole couple of different series in Learn Autobody VIP that takes you through the process of doing this. Okay. And this is also good on fiberglass. But if you're working with fiberglass, I would recommend using fiberglass. Okay. Epoxy is good for plastic, ripped plastic body parts, or molding plastic to metal, metal to metal, fiberglass to metal. If you're molding body kits onto your car for a seamless look, this is the stuff you also want to use. Okay. Stacy says, hello, Rich Reese. What's going on, bro? Stacy says, hold on, what the heck? Will slow activator for my clear coat be okay if I'm painting at home? Absolutely, yes. Just make sure that you have good ventilation. And when you're done painting and when the overspray is out of the room, turn your fan off. Don't keep dragging new air in, because then you have the potential to drag in a little bit of dust or a bug or whatever, right? So once you're done painting, make sure, here's my fan set up. Okay. Once the room has no overspray, turn everything off, shut the lights, just let it sit and cure. Okay. Give it like an hour to set up. Then you could go in there, remove your masking tape or whatever you got to do. I don't know if you're doing a two-tone. No, you're not doing a two-tone. You're just doing a red. Okay. Hey, Tony, do you have a brand preference for sandpaper? Yes, absolutely. Kovacs. Guys, everybody on here, I'm going to be doing a new testimonial contest for Learn Autobody VIP. We're looking for new testimonials. We're going to run a giveaway. We're going to give away spray guns. We're going to give away sandpaper packs. And this is one of the packs I put together from Kovacs. It comes with an inner surface pad. Kovacs is a really good brand if you're looking for good sandpapers. This is Kovacs. This is, what grit is this? 400 grit, 500 grit. Okay, 400 grit. We've got all kinds. 320 grit, 1000 grit, 1500 grit. Okay, so I'm putting these packs together for you guys. And for the best testimonial, we're going to mail you a pack, a sample pack. This is 2000. This is some 800 here. 2500. What's this? 150 grit. A couple of sheets of 150 grit. 120 grit. And then some little 2000s Kovacs, Tokyo, Japan. I've been using this sandpaper since I remember using this as a kid, 15, 14 years old, using Kovacs. My dad always had. Another one is Eagle. Eagle brand is a US brand, but Kovacs is a very, very good. I recommend Kovacs highly when it comes to sandpapers. Okay, so we're going to be running, I'm going to actually make the video today after we get off the call. And I think if you are a previous VIP and you submitted a testimonial again, if you want to submit it again, submit it again. Okay, if you want to. You don't have to, but I'm looking for new testimonials from Learn Autobody VIP. And we're going to be giving away spray guns. I think we're going to give away an X88. Okay, we're going to give away an X27. We're going to give away an X16. Where's my minigun? So we're going to give away 3 spray guns, first, second, and third prize. And my minigun is probably in my bus. And some sandpaper packs. So pretty exciting. So if you're not a VIP, you guys should sign up to become a VIP, because you get a chance to win. You get discounts at our partner site at Zula.com. and new content and all that stuff. So 240K. So yes, I did sell my CryptoPunk for $241,000 in, was it December? Yeah, it was December. My initial investment was 55K, 55,000. So yeah, pretty significant, not chump change. What is the best way to find dents on a light car? Which method do you use? Retrice, that is actually the video that we're going to be filming today on the van project. Right when I get off with you guys today, I'm going to be making the testimonial video. So all you new VIP guys or old can submit a testimonial to win some prizes. And we're going to be making this video. So stay tight, hang tight. That's going to be the first video out on the van project. We're going to put it on YouTube. Also, it's going to be organized for all you VIP guys and VIP. Let's see. Justin says, I want to sand down the metal, but does it have to be completely bare metal or patchy primer spots all around? Okay. My current paint isn't peeling or terrible. It just seems like a previous cheap paint job. Yeah. So you don't have to, as long as your metal to paint transition is feathered, good, feathered enough, you don't have to get down to metal. As long as like if you're feeling it and it feels smooth, like from metal to your paint surface, you're fine. You could just prime the metal and prime into that feathered edge so you have your transition. But I would primer, do more it's hard. It's hard for me to answer your question because I don't see what you're doing. Like if I saw your panel, I would be able to say, okay, you could prime up to here. Or, I don't know if you're working on a single panel, Justin, or a whole car. Um, yeah. Aloha, everyone. Please smash the like button if you're liking the content. Stay tuned for more content. Thanks for stopping by. Peace. Thank you, Arnold. Appreciate it. Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate your time coming to hang out with me for a little, 30, 40 minutes on Mondays. I might do them more often, but I think for now, Mondays are fine. We got a ton of content coming out, and we also have a ton of content on the other things that we're working on. It's freaking pretty amazing, guys. It's pretty amazing. Kevin just signed up for VIP. Awesome, bro. Awesome. A whole car, but much appreciated, Tony. So another thing, guys, especially for VIP guys, if you want to send in, like, I'm gonna have like a little protocol sheet written down, PDF for VIPs to say, hey, if you want to submit something to me, answer these questions along with a video of your project so I can help you. Because sometimes I get questions from VIPs. Tony, I painted it. It looks like shit. What happened? Like, that's not enough for me to help you. You need to say, Tony, I painted it with medium activator. I finished sanding with 400 grit. I use this paint brand. My flash time, I painted it. But you need to give me details of what you did, which gave you that result. Okay, then I could reverse engineer and say, oh, I wouldn't have done that. You did that wrong. Or, so the more info you can give me, the more I can help you. So I welcome you to send me videos like Stacy Moore did in the beginning of this stream, or even like a 1-minute video. Hey, just take a video. Hey, Tone, I painted, this quarter panel, but the blend doesn't look right here. Like, what should I do to get a better blend job or whatever? You know what I mean? Like, that's fine. I welcome that. So, yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. Tony here from Paradice Garage and Learn Auto Body and Paint. Hit the like button, comment down below, share this with friends and family if you know anybody who's into custom painting or whatnot. We got a lot of videos coming out. It's just that I am so busy with other things in life. I do this because it's my passion. It's my hobby. I love teaching it. I've been doing it for 25 years. No joke. And I promised you guys that I would do the van project. So I'm going to do it. Okay. I promised that I might even do the tractor, like some candy panels on that thing. I'm thinking purple and yellow look good. So I'm thinking of pimping that thing out for you guys. The Chevelle project we got in the pipeline. So we got a lot, guys, So yeah, pretty much it. All right, I'm going to drop the link one more time to Learn Autobody for all you guys who just want to learn more. Click that link. And also, I'm going to hit a link here to Zula.com, one of our partners with spray guns. If you're looking for a dependable, good grade spray gun, check them out. It comes with the gun butt ultra lighting system so you can see better when you're painting, because that's key. Guys, seeing what you're doing is a big part of painting, okay? Because if you see it laying on dry, right, go back and hit it again, okay? It's not too late, okay? Just because it's looking dry, don't just like get all salty about it and be like, oh man, my paint looks dry. While you're in the booth painting it, put another coat on it, get it wet. Yeah, don't listen to the Napa guys, man. Anytime you're doing, I would only use medium if it's a touch-up panel. If you're doing a little touch-up or whatever, medium's cool. But any type of complete, or if you want to make sure that your paint is going to lay on smooth and glossy, you need to have a slow activator because it gives your paint a chance to flow out and not just harden right away. Okay. Does this thing say what temperature it is? What? No, it doesn't say. This is just a reducer. They better have given me slow. I asked for slow. It doesn't say slow on this one. It's probably slow though. This is what we're using to paint the van. Hey, Tony. One more question. Kevin, what's your question? How do I get 2K DTM primers to spray, not like stucco, 1.8 nozzle with reducer? Yes, that's how you do it. 1.8 with reducer. And another thing, if you're spraying dry, lower your pressure. Okay. Primer doesn't have to come out atomized like crazy. Okay. Like you're spraying base coat or clear coat. You could spray primer at a lower PSI, which will reduce the particles hitting the air, because the more particles paint that hit the air, the more it's going to dry quicker before it hits the panel. So if you're getting dry, sandy surfaces, okay, reduce it, spray to lower PSI and get closer to the panel. Okay, with primer, you're just filling. Okay, so a lower PSI, maybe 20 pounds, okay, 18 pounds even, you can spray primer at and get closer to the panel. Try that. All right, I'm gonna head out, guys. My daughter just came home with the bus from school. I gotta go pick her up. Tony here from Learnautobodyandpaint and Paradice Garage. Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna drop the link again. See you next week. Bring your questions and keep your eyes open on YouTube for the new videos. I'll talk to you soon, guys. Thanks for tuning in. See you later. Thank you guys for hanging out. Gotta go pick my girl up. Peace out, guys. Thank you.